The Benefits of Being an Octopus, Chapter 9. This would be a good time to turn around. I can still hide out in the bathroom all period if I need to. Zoe! I turned to see Mr. Hurd, the librarian, standing on a chair next to a bulletin board for Martin Luther King Jr. Day, an open stapler in his hand. Are you going to be doing debate for ACE period? That's fabulous! Right. Fabulous. Ms. Rochambeau is coming toward me. It's good to see you here. Do you have a pen and notebook with you? I nod. I don't say that I have no plans to actually use them. She hands me a laptop. Then you've got everything you'll need. I eye the other kids. They're all looking at Ms. Rochambeau like eager beavers. I mean, there's no way I could ever be like them. Okay, everyone, find a seat, Ms. Rochambeau says. Let's get started. And Mr. Hubbard, get off that table. I slip into a chair at the table farthest away, but Ms. Rochambeau is having none of it. Zoe, come sit up here. She motions to a chair next to a girl who must have gone to the other elementary school and who I think is in my English class. All the kids go blurry once I make the switch from one chair to the other, but once I sit down, they start to come back into focus. The girl does seem to be the same one who's in my English class, unless there are two brown-haired girls with a long braid and a habit of drawing cats all over their notebooks. But more importantly, the other person at the table is Matt Hubbard. Octopuses are supposed to smell like geraniums when they get stressed, and I'm pretty sure this whole library now smells like a bunch of geraniums exploded. Ms. Rochambeau has dragged a rolling whiteboard over and holds a dry erase marker over her head. Now, you must always remember that the purpose of debate is to convince someone to see something in a new way. I take a deep breath. I just have to stay calm. I've had plenty of practice blending in and doing nothing in all of my regular classes, and ACE period only happens on Wednesdays. What's 40 minutes once a week? I open my notebook, uncap my pen, rest my chin in my hand, and stare at a spot on the whiteboard just a bit to the side of Miss Rochambeau's head. I've got this. I just have to keep my leg from going all jittery. Ms. Rochambeau goes on about how a resolution is the statement in the debate that you're either arguing for or against, and other stuff too, like about how if you're confident in what you say, people will take you more seriously. She says the word confident 16 times in the space of 5 minutes. I counted. But one great thing about ACE period debate is that everyone else likes to talk a whole lot, and none of the kids seem to care when I sit here totally mute. I managed to make it through the period unscathed. No embarrassment, no jittery leg, no total reveal of the mess I'd be if I had to stand up at a podium, and nothing from Ms. Rochambeau either, because she might want me to jump through some silly hoop, but too bad. Dolphins might jump through hoops, but I'm an octopus. My mom doesn't have any hours at the restaurant today, and I find her at home sorting through the mountain of laundry, while Hector takes clothes out of the pile and flings them around. Frank is watching one of his news programs and flossing his teeth. I'm going to walk to the laundromat, my mom says. Lenny never has time to drive me, and this washing machine isn't about to start working again. She sighs and looks at the clothes still outside of the laundry basket. But I can only take the important stuff. I can't carry it all. I look at what's in the laundry basket. Why is it just Lenny's stuff? She looks down like she hadn't noticed. Well, you know how important it is to him to look put together for work. And last night he was saying that he didn't have any clean pants to wear. The pile of laundry already in the basket is pretty big, but I dig around in the leftover clothes until I find Aurora's pink sparkly leggings that desperately need to be washed. I hold them up for my mom to see. Can these go in too? My mom's eyes widen. What happened to those knees? Aurora was crawling around on the sidewalk pretending to be Bryce's cat, and that's from the rock salt. She laughs and deposits the leggings into the laundry basket. She does make a good cat, doesn't she? I nod. Her meow is so good I keep thinking there's an actual cat around. Maybe Bryce will stop asking for a real one, my mom jokes, because that sure isn't happening. Well, he hasn't brought it up in a while, so maybe... There's something about Bryce that's not exactly Bryce recently. He stopped asking about a cat, and there was that extra lightsaber whacking this morning. I eye the rest of the laundry. I want to add some of my clothes, but then I see Bryce's favorite Star Wars shirt that he spilled ketchup down the front of, and I grab that instead. I hand it to my mom. Maybe getting his favorite shirt back will help him. This too? She eyes the plastic laundry basket that's now full to bursting and has a crack in the side, and I think she's about to say no, but she actually nods. And then in a move that's remarkably similar to old, competent mom, she retrieves some duct tape from a drawer and sits down next to the basket, ready to do some reconstructive surgery. You must have some of your clothes that you want washed too, she says as she secures the tape around the plastic supports. You should add a few things of your own. Really? She finishes her taping job and hefts the basket up to her hip. Yeah, I think I can carry a bit more weight. I look at her for a moment to see if she's kidding, but she doesn't seem to be. So I fish out a few shirts and a pair of jeans and toss them into the basket. Just like any good octopus, when there's an opening, I know to slip through it. She looks at the clock on her phone. It'll take me 40 minutes to walk there, and then by the time I've gotten it all washed, I might as well wait for Lenny to get done with his shift and give me a ride home. It's right on his way, so he won't mind because it doesn't use extra gas, right? She glances at the kitchen. Can you cover dinner? I know these last few days of the month are tight, and Hector's been pretty fussy today. I think he's teething. I watch as Hector chews on one of Aurora's shirts and then shrieks. I can tell where this is going. He's turning into one more screaming monkey. I'll figure something out, I say. My mom puts on her jacket and hoists the laundry basket onto her hip. Hey, Mom? She looks at me with her hand on the doorknob. What? I picture Matt standing up at that podium making that joke. Do you ever feel confident? Confident? She shakes her head as she pulls the door open. The only confident I am is confident that life's never going to get any easier than this.